What was your first, like, when you're still in high school and you're kind of known for bombing at this point, and your crew's getting some love, getting up and all that.
Yeah.
When you were like, when I grew up, there's a thin line between graffiti and gangbanging. And even if you get into it for catching spots and all that, there's like a turf element that comes into play. Were you affected by that at all?
100%. Some people even call us tag bangers for a little while, because there's beef, certain happens, knives get pulled, guns get pulled, like in certain, not saying anything happened, but things happen and there's certain consequences. And yeah, and we even got like we started popping up in radars of people who were strictly gangbanging,
Right. And that's something that really happened like back in the day for me and like my homies. It always started as graffiti and just trying to catch spots. And yeah, we might have been, doing our little hustling, selling whatever we was doing and boosting and all that. But it was about just getting known, getting fame, catching spots. But then if you're tagging in certain neighborhoods that are gang turf, then it becomes a whole other issue. And then you kind of got to band together and the stakes get higher.
Yeah, and then back in the day, that type of still is glorified, right? So we felt like, we felt tough. We had like little ego to us. We caused problems too and weren't saints. So, yeah, it was an interesting time.
And when like during that trajectory did you realize I want to express myself on the mic and start rapping?
Well, at that age, I was purely ego driven. So when I started realizing I was getting more attention making music than graffiti, I just started focusing on that more. And I kind of integrated the both too.
But what even compelled you to start? When did you realize that you could rap and all that?
I would freestyle. I would skateboard and I would freestyle cypher. And then one homie, shout out Eighth Kind, Freddie G, he pulled up. And he's like, I record, and I upload my music on MySpace. And I'm like, let me hear this. And I heard it, and my mind was blown, because I was like, you record yourself? And whatever. So he invited me to his pad, and that's really when it all started.
Now, the Valley, you're from, like, what part of the Valley are you from?
Sun Valley.
Sun Valley.
91352.
And that's a crazy part of the Valley that people don't really know much about. Like, there wasn't really too many examples of rappers that were popping before you out there, was there?
You know what? I gotta give homie his flowers. MC Germ. There was an artist that was popping before I was like popping. Like, and I kind of admired homie at the time too. He had a song called "What If I Blow Up" that I feel like a lot of people in my age group would be like, "Oh, if they remember that song, hear that, they'll be like, yo."
I think I remember that. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
And you know what? That's how I met Severe. I hella admired Severe at that time frame too, because he was making music with Germ, and I thought they were both. They were both dope. Still are. But yeah, so like that's how I actually met Severe, who is a Baby Franco now.
Right.
I know you interviewed him.
Of course, one of my close homies.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, great artist. I definitely want to get into all that in the form, but I'm always curious. Like, so Sun Valley, that's where like Circus Liquor is at, right?
That's North Hollywood.
But that's like near the kind of the border.
Probably like a 5-minute drive up.
Okay.
Vineland. Yeah.
Okay. How would you describe Sun Valley as opposed to other parts of the Valley?
When I moved there, I remember there was a lot of gang activity, a lot of beef, like a lot of graffiti, a lot of it was a little more. Maybe you know how we have childhood memories and things were crazier at the time.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's what's going on right here, but I felt like it was a little more active back then. It's still active, don't get me wrong, but it's just kind of like it's like North Hollywood. It's like not as active as LA, but it still got its thing going on. Got its own culture, and in a sense, it's very also competitive with LA. Like the Valley is like Valley LA thing,
Right.
Yo, we just hit 400,000 subscribers right here on the Clips channel. So if you want to help us out, click subscribe, get us to 500K. Yeah.